being comfortable than being comfortable. We love comfort. We love status quo. And we love having things our way. So we have to truly start to dance at the edge of mystery, being willing to be comfortable in the uncomfortableness. And that's big right now in this community. Learning to be comfortable in the uncomfortableness, knowing that there is a presence and a power, principle number one, that is at work behind the scenes, bringing to you in whatever it is, but specifically for this community, what it is that you need next for your level of spiritual growth. Dance at the edge of mystery. Be present to it. 2, be in conscious neutrality. Not only be in, be. I also wrote a book called The Power of Be. Be conscious neutrality in action. Be the presence of conscious neutrality. That a state of awareness that's so steeped in one presence and one power, it doesn't have any doubts. 3, be comfortable in the question. Be comfortable in the questions. Nobody has all the answers. Nobody has any answers. All we have is more questions. And that leads us to number 4. Learn how to ask empowering questions. Learn what empowering questions are. Empowering questions do not light up monkey mind. Empowering questions are things like, what meaning am I giving this? What might be more interesting in my life than anxiety or fear? What might be more interesting than worrying about who our next minister is going to be? Might it be more interesting that I dive in and figure out who I am, so that we can draw a minister who matches the level of awareness that I'm now dancing in? And then 5, and I've spoken into this, learning to be interested without any judgment. This perhaps taught me the most. I learned this probably, 17 years ago, this learning to be interested. Here's what I've now found. When I'm willing to be interested, this is interesting. This is happening. This is coming up with me. This is interesting. I have now named it inner resting. Inner resting. This is interesting. It means, Toni, stop, take a pause. Be more into inner resting so you're not triggered, that you don't go somewhere, say something that you don't want to say. Interesting. What's more interesting? Being in anger, being in judgment, being in resistance, or inner resting? I've learned this has saved me a lot of heartache, in so many ways, so many ways. So when we do this, now we make decisions from a field of energy that is a higher field of frequency. And that opens the door, as I said earlier, to more and more possibility. So let's just take a deep breath. And let's move to the next Rumi quote. If I can get up on there it is. No matter how diverse the roads, the destination is one and the same. Don't you see how many roads lead to Kaaba? Wow. So Kaaba is a holy city, and Muslims are supposed to take a pilgrimage there each year. But there's not just one road. People come from all over to come to Kaaba. But Rumi equated Kaaba to the metaphor for reaching God, for spiritual maturity and spiritual evolution. And he said, wherever you go, whatever has happened to you, whatever is happening to you, what if this experience in this spiritual community is just one more road leading you to Kaaba? and how you show up, how you present yourself during this experience will show you whether you're in spiritual maturity or in ego. And you have to make that choice. What do you want? And again, this goes back to power and presence number one, principle number one. You're here by divine appointment. If there's only one presence and one power in this universe, then you're not here by accident. Somehow, somewhere on some level within you, you said yes to being part of this shift, this transformation, this change. And every experience that you have in life, not just this one, but every experience has brought you to this moment. So this is where, friends, we have to give up the story. This is where we learn that I can no longer, my mother was a paranoid schizophrenic. And I literally thought for the first 28 years of my life that she had come into my life to make my life heck, to make my life miserable. Throughout my teen years, just everything. People made fun of us because she was such a paranoid schizophrenic, always hallucinating, calling people, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? When I found unity, when I walked in that door and had my first experience of the awakening of the I am, and my heart burst open, I realized that my mother wasn't at fault. My mother, what if she had created a soul agreement to be mentally ill so that I could grow into the woman that I am today? What if everything that happened to me was shaping me for this moment? Wow. That's a whole nother context to look at life at. Then there's no more ex-husband that did that to me, or ex-wife that did that, or boss that fired me, or whatever. It's all part of the tapestry being woven to lead you to Kaaba, my friends. All part of the tapestry. And so it is with this thought, with this knowing. We just breathe this all in, breathe it in. But guess what? You have to do things. The last piece I leave you with today is the sublime art of gathering in. I'm not going to read this whole thing because I just want to give you the essence. The essence says, if in winter trees do not put out leaves and bear fruit, does that mean they are idle? Of course not. They're always at work. Everyone sees the giving, but not the gathering in. Winter is a season of gathering in. Summer, the season of giving. So friends, right now, you're in a season of gathering in. You're not idle. You're not without a minister. You're in a season of gathering in, of combining all of your forces. In this mystical life, gathering in is silent contemplation, adoration, thanksgiving, performing the acts of love in the world. Learn to be the presence of love in the world. Know that your thoughts are powerful, that your words, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions are supporting you and moving to the next level. And as they support you, they support this ministry. Be that field and space of conscious neutrality. Be the bird with two wings. Gather up your spiritual tools, my friends, and fly. God bless you. Namaste. And if we'd like a few moments to just go within, be that presence, that knowing, that 0 point. Tap into that 0 point. Make a conscious choice to move out of being the bird with one wing in opinion and judgment and resistment and attachment to being the bird with 2 wings that has the strength and the power and the glory and the movement and the imagination and the creativity to fly in your life and in this ministry. Fly, fly, fly. And take this for a moment in the silence. Holding that thought, keeping our attention on flying and soaring in the heavens of spirituality. Let us know these words in Aramaic, this blessing. Matol de la hey, melkuta, wahala, watashbuta, la halam, amin. Amen. The blessing forever and ever, it is so. Now and forever. God bless you.
I am the presence of all is well. Perfect peace fills my heart and all is well. I am the presence of all is well. Perfect peace fills my heart and all is well. I am the presence of all is well. Precious love fills my heart and all is well. I am the presence of all is well. Precious love fills my heart and all is well. All is well. All is well. Precious love fills my heart and all is well. All is well. All is well. Precious love fills my heart and all is well. I am the presence of all is well. Perfect joy fills my heart and all is well. I am Perfect joy fills my heart, and all is well. Join me. All is well. All is well. Perfect joy fills my heart, and all is well. All is well. All is well. Perfect joy fills my heart, and all is well. Perfect love. Perfect love fills my heart, and all is well. Peace. Perfect peace fills my heart, and all is well.
Thank you, Connie, so much. We are going to, just a note, we are going to have another town hall meeting after service today rather than going into chat rooms. So we are being blessed and honored by Toni being with us, and will give us a chance to ask questions about her talk or just engage in conversation through our transformative time right now. Thank you for joining us, and let us, Kayla, would you please put the donation information in the box and the affirmation of abundance words? And thank you all for your continuous giving. Let's do our prayer of abundance. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce our dear president of the Board of Trustees, Susan Anderson, please.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. A special thanks to Reverend Toni for being our speaker again this morning. I just have to say, wow, that was such a powerful message today. So thank you so much, Reverend Toni. She is going to complete the series on Rumi, Unity and the Spirituality of Rumi next month, or next Sunday. So please join us for the third in her series. I want you to know that your Board of Trustees has been working very hard to direct the path of unity in the Rockies. Things are going smoothly behind the scenes. There's a lot going on, and every board member is contributing significant time and effort on the tasks that are before us. We're being very transparent about our work, and while we have received a lot of positive feedback from many about the path we're traveling, there's an observation that some in the congregation may have some concerns. So if you have any concerns, please speak to any of the board members, call us, send an email to the board. We have a new email account, board@unityrockies.org. You can also share your thoughts today at the town hall after the service by saying,
Susan, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're having your audio problems again. Could you please try to reconnect or rework that?
how's this? Is that better? Can you hear me? Yes, thank you. Thanks for letting me know, Peg. So please stay in the chat or the Zoom room after we complete the service today. The board is actively planning to reopen for Sunday services and other events in the very near future. As you know, we had delayed reopening, awaiting the completion of the AV system. The new equipment that we were waiting for has been delivered. I know that there will be people at Unity today working on the AV system. So we have every reason to be hopeful that work will be completed soon. We're doing our best to get this kick-started as we know how eager you are to meet in person. So stay tuned for the reopening date. During the month of December, we're going to be accepting nominations for the Board of Trustees. If you are interested in serving or if you would like to nominate someone, please email us at board@unityrockies.com. We're going to have more information about the process and the nominating committee next week. Last Sunday, 16 volunteers came out to rake leaves at Unity. Their names are listed in this past Thursday's e-blast, along with a few photos of the day. So I just want to personally thank everyone who came. You all are just a fantastic community, and we appreciate your service. And I want to thank Peg Nugent for providing the refreshments after the leaf breaking. They were delicious. Today, from 1:30 to 3:30, there will be a leftovers Friendsgiving fellowship in the fellowship hall. You can bring your extra leftovers for Thanksgiving to share, or just bring your own food to eat. Also, bring a chair to socialize outside if we have more folks that we can socially distance inside, or just to give thanks for a balmy Colorado day in late November. It's so beautiful outside today. Masks are required inside when not eating, and we will be socially distanced during our time together. So please come and enjoy your time together. Now, while at Unity today, if you decide to come, we'll also be distributing items you'll need for the holiday season and our planned events. Advent books, the 2022 calendars, dissolving paper, and white stones. So whether you're there for the fellowship time or just want to stop by the church between 1:30 and 3:30, you can pick up your package. If you're unable to stop by this afternoon and want the package mailed to you, please email Kayla at unityrockies.org. You should have received a survey on Thursday asking for your input on holiday observances, community connections, our 100-year anniversary celebration, and the upcoming book study group. Oh, sorry. Give me a minute. I understand the sound is still garbled. Is this better? Anybody? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. It still is a little, there seems to be a little bit of feedback or something happening, but we're having technical difficulties all around. Kayla's having trouble with several issues, and so am I. So we'll just grin and bear it. It's part of our process, I think.
I'll get to my computer next week. I'm so sorry. I thought I had it fixed. All right, so back to the survey. If you received it and have not yet responded, please do so. We'd love to have your responses by December 1st. Next Tuesday, November 30th, there'll be a worldwide celebration of generosity called Giving Tuesday. And it's an opportunity for people around the world to come together through generosity. And as you know, there are so many ways to give your time, your talents, your financial support. And we are grateful for all of you who give so generously of your time and support. As you consider how you might contribute on Giving Tuesday, please consider a donation to benefit Unity's Benevolence Fund or our operating fund. Just last week, the board provided financial support challenging times. So we'd love to increase that fund so we have more to share with those in need in our community. And if you choose to give to the operating fund, just know that it provides important support for our ongoing operations. So what better way to share your Thanksgiving gratitude with your spiritual community? The Unity Usher team still needs volunteers, so please contact Linda Day if you can help. Also, we're going to need some volunteer temple keepers, especially as we prepare to reopen. So if you can help in either of those categories, volunteer opportunities, please email Kayla. And finally, please consider participating in Westside Care's Christmas Adopt a Family program. Know that in these times, there are so many people in need, and if you could help in this way, I know that Westside Cares would be so grateful. They're asking for gift cards rather than tangible gifts for whatever family you decide to adopt. You can contact Deb Midgard at Westside Cares directly by email, and her contact information is in last Thursday's blast. So now I'd like to ask the community to join with me now to say our affirmation for a new minister. And Kayla is putting the words of our affirmation in the chat box. With gratitude for the past, we release any concerns about change and beckon the best new leader for Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies. So now I'd like Prayer Chaplain Linda Anthony to lead us in the closing prayer. Linda.
Okay, I was just waiting to get permission to unmute, so I'm here now, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Before we have our closing prayer, I would like to give everyone the opportunity to speak aloud the names of those for whom you have a prayer concern. Although the congregation will not be able to hear the names, the one who hears everything will be able to hear them. Please speak the names now. Sweet Holy Spirit, we ask for special blessings for those whose names have been spoken, for whatever is their highest and best. We know that you are blessing this spiritual community with whatever we need to continue bringing blessings, not only to our own community, but also to those who are in need at this time. We are the presence of love in the world. Thank you for our speaker, Toni, and all the people who have contributed to this service. We are thankful for all of our blessings, those that we know and those that are in our hearts and minds, and we do not even have words to express. We say thank you, God, and amen.
Thank you so much, Linda, for that beautiful prayer. Thank you, Reverend Toni. That really touched me today. Thank you so much. For it's up to us, isn't it? It's not about the new minister at this point. It's up to us to show up and be our highest and best selves. And then the perfect person that we may not even, can't even visualize at this point will step up. So it's up to us. Here we go. So considering all of that is so, and we've got a meeting coming up next, so I hope you will all stay for that. let's sing our way out and see the light of each other in gallery view. If you can turn on your camera so we can see your beautiful face, and bless each other in song. Let the light within you shine. We are all connected. Look into another's eyes. See your light reflected. We are one light, shining souls in harmony. We are one light, shining in unity. Blessings, everyone.